Welcome to this trade recap. It's a recap from Thursday, so been a bit late, but here it is. Man, the past 2 weeks they've been absolutely catastrophic. Not like the past 2 weeks, but this week was a disaster, to be honest. Alright, let's dive into the trade. So coming into market open, my bias was bearish if we would have swept the highs we ended up sweeping here in the orange line, and then afterwards we never formed a break of structure. Well, like, never is not the right case, but usually my plan is drawn liquidity, break of structure, then a third confluence, and that is typically the fair value gap. So we had the liquidity sweep, and we had a fair value gap which we retraced into, but until then we'd never broken structure. So my confluences were switched. So now it was liquidity sweep, fair value gap, break of structure. I could have used these two invalidated fair value gaps as confluence, because you can kind of treat them like a break of structure, but I wasn't too sure about that because we still had this huge fair value gap down here, so it was always open for the candles to just come in here and have a reaction off of that. But at least after this break of structure to the downside, I could have entered. So yeah, this would have hit. My dumbass entered the trade to a later setup right here. I didn't want to realize that the move has already been done. At this point, I could have looked for longs probably, which would have worked as a break liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair value gap, retrace into the fair value gap, and then fucking rallied up to the upside. So yeah, but I decided to go short again and immediately got stopped out. It was like I think a 5-minute trade. Looked like this. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, so for the future, I can treat inverse fair value invalidated fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps as break of structure, but only if we have an A plus setup afterwards, just like we did here. Yeah, filled BPR, beautiful, 2 invalidated fair value gaps, and then break of structure afterwards, good to go, enter, boom. Yeah, but next week is going to be better. Had 3 fucking losses this week. 3 losses. So, yeah. See you next week.